Hi, we're going to learn how to read music today. This is pretty exciting, and it's actually not as weird or difficult as you might think it is. We're going to look at page 29 and 30 of Adult Piano Adventures, Book 1. So page 29 is orientation to the staff. So the staff, I'm going to blow this up a little bit, is that group of lines right in the box up here. Music is written on a 5-line staff. Pretty easy, right? The notes on the line are written so the line goes right through the middle of the note, kind of like stringing beads, right? The space notes are written in between the lines. And they're pretty easy to tell the difference. As you start reading music, you'll want to do this kind of slowly because it might take you a little bit to think, is that a line or a space note? But you'll get it. Piano music is written on 2 staves hooked together. So we take a staff on the top, a staff on the bottom, connect them together with a bar line. There's a gap in between and a brace on the side. And then we call that the grand staff. The right hand, since the right hand plays high notes, plays the top staff. The left hand, which plays low notes, plays the bottom staff. And here's how it works. We use clefs. The bass clef is for low sounds. So for our purposes, for the rest of this book, bass clef will be for your left hand. It's not always that way, but it will be for the rest of our book. So you see the bass clef written on the bottom staff, and you see the low notes written right next to it. The treble clef is for higher sounds. Treble clef notes are above middle C. And notice middle C, it's kind of floating. It's got its own little line. It's called a ledger line. And you'll see other ledger line notes in your musical adventures. But what I want you to see from page 29 here is that every line and every space gets its own piano key. There are ways of writing the notes that are higher or lower than the staffs, of course, but for our purposes today, every line and every space gets its own piano key, which is pretty cool. It will take you a while to learn which line and which space goes with which piano key, but I promise you there are tricks, and it won't be long before you'll be reading music fluently. Congratulations.